In the bottom right of the map here on Frost Ladder Edition, it is our player also supporting the Terran pieces once again for game number 3. It is Iroh. It's random
Newt.
if you didn't get it.
And in the top right, this is not Crossbones, people. The yellow Protoss player from the Day 9 Ladder clan. It is Fade.
Alright guys, so I'm going to briefly mention something that will probably be irrelevant for the rest of this game. Day 9 recently did a daily about a PvT where you have north-south positions like this. It's just really difficult to dodge storms because all the pathways running down to the Protoss' base basically require that you walk into the storms.
Huh.
Yeah, I bet you we don't get to that part of the game.
Oh, that sucks.
But yeah, it's if you look at the way the structure is here, like if you go over to this ramp, or like this little choke on the right, you try to run an army through there and there's a couple Templar, they can put down 2 storms, and you've got no ability to dodge that. You either walk backwards away from the storms, or you walk through them.
Hmm.
The left side, you can kind of do the same. Like, it's a little bit more open, so you have a little bit more room to work with, but since it's still a corridor, you can't really go around it. I mean, you can go all the way to the left, but once you go past these watchtowers, you're out of position, and other bad things can happen to you.
Oh, yeah.
So it's an interesting game. I think that was the MC versus MMA games that he was analyzing for that one. And yeah, MC just kind of tore him apart with storms. It was pretty brutal.
I always love good storm play. It's very good, especially from MC. MC is just incredible.
MC is nuts. Like, you never really get to see him macro play, but when he does it, it's like, you're like, oh, he can do that too? Oh my gosh, no wonder he's a monster. But he definitely chooses the faster plays whenever he can afford to. He's got to see a Nexus block from this SCV here. By the way, Fade's expanded.
Ooh.
That's
How do you feel about that in PvT?
maybe he watched this daily too.
Maybe he did.
Maybe he's gonna go up to Storm.
He's gonna rush for Storm.
I don't
he's
think
furiously poking away.
He's like, I don't think it quite works that way, but you know, it'd be interesting to see if it does.
Rush to Storm. Well, were we talking about a rush to Archon build from Huck the other night?
Yeah, that's for PvP.
PvP.
The reason
Okay.
I was bringing it up is because it's technically something you can do when you go that, like, the gas build that you use for oracles and DTs. Yeah, Nexus is a surprise mind game to me. Meanwhile, Iroh's building a Reaper, which is he's going to march valiantly up here and be incredibly irritating with momentarily.
SCV has a lot of work to do.
A lot of work build.
So, yeah, he's just kind of poking, hoping the shields will go away eventually.
He's done over 200 damage already.
He's gonna get shoot out of here pretty quick, though.
Yeah, he's that one prob came back. Okay, man, I'm gonna fix your thrusters. Come back here. Why are you leaving? I need to fix them permanently. Except, you know, his probes were something like that, and then he merged.
Exactly.
And then he went.
Reaper
left.
coming in here.
Reaper's
Gonna
like,
get
hey,
one.
revenge. And
Ooh.
oh no!
Oh,
Yeah. So
that
here's
was
the
close.
thing: if the Terran player is actually paying attention, you cannot really surround this Reaper. This is basically like trying. The thing's basically covered in butter and grease. It will just slide out of any attempt to surround, unless it's not moving at all.
Butter and grease, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, you could fry it real good.
Ooh,
Anyway,
and
he's trying to fight his Zealot head on because Iroh had to look away to macro,
lost.
command center. So unfortunately, losing that guy this early is a little bit rough. He doesn't really want that to happen, but it's okay. Did his job, got a worker, saw that there's, in fact, still not much up here. He didn't, like, cancel the base or anything. Actually, did he see that already? Yeah, he did. Okay, so he knew that. But anyway, here we go. We look down here and it's got a factory. Ah, Banshee.
And she coming out
So
with
Iroh's
cloak.
gonna take it to Fade this time.
Fade going for the Twilight as well. 3 gates. And blink. So, he doesn't have any detection up here.
Nope.
So I suspect this is not going to feel very good.
Yep. This is gonna hurt a lot because the only thing you can do against this is run your probes away. You cannot there's no detection hard points. There's no scanning. I mean, he doesn't have cannons up anywhere. He's not going into a piece of tech that will actually give him detection. This will probably do a game amount of game-ending damage, if I had to guess. As long as he doesn't just lose this Banshee before it gets cloak. I think that's the only real tense thing not to worry about here. And the Stalkers are completely out of position. So sweet. He's going to probably have cloak before they get there. 15, 13, 12, 11, 10.
10 seconds.
7, 6. He's got to run it away.
10
5, 4. He's going to get away. He's fine. He's going to be turning on cloak any second now. He's got it. Second Banshee's about to come out. Looks like this one's going to fall back to meet up with the other Banshee. Then they're going to move back in. Fade's setting up to do his push, but the problem is now that there's a Banshee here, he can't leave. So I actually don't like this setup that he was trying to go for, where he's looking to push now. I don't think this is going to work at all. There's too much defenses here. These two Banshees can go straight into his base or even come back home to help defend. There's
bunker going down too. If he waits too much longer, this bunker's going to go down, and the Stalkers aren't going to be able to break that.
There's already probably too many Marines here, though. Like, you can't blink to the high ground. And yeah, you just notice how he's pulling them back up here into this location. You can shoot at him from this cliff ledge right here.
Iroh harassing with the Banshees now.
Banshees already come down. A couple cannons are trying to be built here, and those are going to go down really, really quickly. And now he's just going to start bleeding probes really, really badly. And it's just going to come down to a moment where Fade's going to be sitting back here staring at this, and then he's going to tell his army to go. So sending the whole army in, and it's trying to focus on a bunker with nothing in it. The Marines and Marauders have moved forward to get on the attack, and SCVs are going to come back to help out. And meanwhile, back home, the two Banshees have been brought back. They're going to try and help deal with this army. There's no detection with this, so all he needs to do is just actually hold out until the Banshees can come back, let them cloak, and let them kill everything. He needs to get them off of the high key with the army, though. There's no reason for them to be running away with the army. He should be sitting over that. Well, nope, they sent the message, which is basically get out.
Gonna lose one. He's not careful.
The thing is, these Banshees do an incredible amount of damage to armor, so as you can see, the Stalkers are getting really roasted. And there's GG for Fade. Oh. Iroh takes a 3-0.